that you are creating. We appreciate that. We are the U.S. and Latin Veterans Support Embassy. Embassy, the reason being, you've got over 3 million Latinos still in the military, not counting the family members. They need services. They are not going to go to the VA hospitals or the Legion or the VAVs and VFWs because the people basically do not speak their language. We created this organization to be able to communicate and understand their needs. So we created this, I guess, 2 years ago. Prior to that, we were American Veterans Alliance and the Society of Hispanic Veterans. We just merged them together to become an embassy. And now the government is asking us and wanting to be a part of who we are because we reached out to the true needs of everyone. And especially your Latino family members who do not speak English that well. We help them to navigate through the system, to make sure they're getting all their benefits and to know about things that you ordinarily do not know about unless you are in the system. So I want to thank everyone for being here. I've been here 11 years. I had a veterans thrift shop over in that area there, did not know this existed. So we're going to have to get some tour buses and everything else to come through here so we can put this on the map like everything else in Miami. And Keith, this gentleman here is the curator, or the keeper, shall I say, all this. And we need to get with him. But again, thank you everybody. And these are little future soldiers here. And I love that. So anything, if you've got family members who are in the military and they need any kind of support or information, just give us a call. I'll leave some cards for some of the key people. But we have to be on top of how the government is treating us. And you need an advocate. And basically that's what we do. You know, I'm 70 years old. I'm the Vietnam era. They can't do anything for me but send me back over there. But now I know what's going on. So any help that any of you need, any of your friends, nursing homes in particular, there's so many veterans and widows who are in the nursing homes that have been forgotten. We want to cater to that market. And that's my life. My last 7 months of active duty, I was on the burial team. It was the most depressing, rewarding thing I ever did in the military. And I knew from that point, this is what I wanted to do. We are the Veterans Burial with Dignity Foundation that I started years ago. And if a veteran dies in any place in the country, does not have any next of kin or an indigent, we go and adopt that body, get it cremated, and put it in a national cemetery. So these are some of the things that we do, and it breaks my heart that we have to beg for resources to take care of these kinds of things. So again, thank you. Thanks everyone for coming out, and we will see each other again soon. I will not miss another one of these. God
Thank
willing.
you.
So thank you.
Don't forget you can check us out online. I still got a TV that's this square. So I ain't gonna tell you how to find me. Because y'all know that all I look at is Law and Order. Okay, period. I don't know what else is on there. But you can go online, WVETonlineradio.com. And we got WVET Latin. Just go on one day and you'll see all this you're gonna see. In about an hour, it'll be on. This is Paul Murray. Paul introduced me to Waddell years ago. Been here ever since. So keep your eyes open. Most of us are brats. Most of us are not vets. But we have the responsibility. No longer do we want to depend on the government to take care of our families. America did this before. Most of y'all don't know how it happened. I'm going to tell you, and then we're going to let you go. When World War II ended, one thing we know happened. All them soldiers came back, and all y'all women got pregnant. Every one of y'all. Most of y'all had 2 pregnancies. And some of the soldiers had 2 or 3 women pregnant. America's hospital system could not deliver all those babies. So the VA was in trouble because they promised all the soldiers would take care of your wife in this. Ergo America, they called in midwives. Every hospital that did not have a maternity wing built one. Every hospital that had a maternity wing built a bigger one. Ergo, the baby boom. So we know that private enterprise took care of our veterans one time. It's time for them to do it again. So I'm not worried about the VA. God bless them for what they did. They cannot handle this. It's way bigger because they were built for $5 million, and it's almost $50 million. So our job now is to make sure that if Microsoft needs a new piece of something, make sure a vet gets that job. If a place is somewhere needs some work, give it to a vet or his family. And if y'all women don't stop getting pregnant, I don't know what we're gonna do.
Keith, before you end, I want this gentleman here, and I used to be in the Scouts, the Scoutmaster. That's what happens when you get old. You hear? I want you to come stand next to this lady here. Yeah. Doc, you stand next to this lady here. You stand behind. What we have
There you go,
here,
come on. Yeah.
one, you coming right in. I don't have a four, but I'll get you one out the car. In the military, there's something called a challenge point. And you military people, you know, they're very hard to come by. Usually it's something that you've done outstanding in front of the generals or your senators or your congressmen, what have you. Well, today we have a U.S. and Latin Veteran Support Embassy Challenge coin that I want to present to these 5 people here. First one is going to you.
Yes.
Since you are a military man, you know how we do this. All right? Okay. To you, sir, to the doctor, and I've got one more in the car. I didn't know it was going to be 5, but I'll leave that to you, okay? All righty. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. We appreciate it. We'll be back next year and the year after that.
Yes, we will.
Now, let me